In today's video, we unpack the furniture, mock it all up on the boat, get rid of the old deck, put on the new deck, sand the deck, put on the vinyl flooring, and get ready to put on the new furniture and fencing. The furniture came in really fast from pontoonstuff.com. Just a lot of boxes, which is to be expected, but my garage is absolutely full. There's literally nowhere to walk. Unpacked furniture, and it is really nice. Got most of it unpacked actually. So the bench is here, and then here's the captain's chairs, the glue, all the plywood, and then come on here. You can see there's the flooring over there. It's gonna be beautiful. So the quality on this stuff is amazing. Pontoonstuff.com has outdone themselves. So there's still a couple pieces to come in from FedEx. I think they had to stagger the shipping just because there was so much stuff. And the fencing is still coming in from Travis at Pontoon Stuff. So, looking forward to that. Please like and subscribe so that every time I drop a new video or a short, you'll be notified. Hit that bell button.
No, Daddy.
Is that good?
No.
Yes, it's amazing.
Okay, I'll keep that. Alright, so I managed to get the deck off. Excuse any wind noise, it's a bit windy out here. And you can see, I had a couple friends that were living here. Some mice or something like that. I'm gonna blow it all off in a minute. And we managed to get this console taken care of. Quite nice. I really didn't want to disconnect anything, so just nipped these two holes. That's how it normally looks. And then my neighbor Joe came over and helped move this console down onto my trusty stand that we built. So pretty easy. Most of this wiring I'm going to replace, and I just don't want to touch the steering cables, all the throttle cables. Leave that as intact as possible. So that's taken about an hour to do. Now I think it's going to take another 4 or 5 hours to do the actual deck, because I have to cut plywood and then rebate it so it can slide in here, which is such a silly design. But anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, so we had a really busy day today. Friend Jared came over and we sorted out a lot of the wiring. So all of this wiring came out the boat. All of that wiring, this place is a mess, but all of this wiring came out the boat. Just had a lot of extra stuff that I don't need, like live wells, and had its own speaker cables and everything else. I'm going to run new stuff, so this is how it's running here. And then inside the console, it's just much neater. We're going to add some PVC boarding and mount everything up nicely, but the deck's looking nice and clean. We actually took the T-piece that was on here and we cut it off. And then we sanded it flat with the angle grinder. So it's gonna look much, it's gonna work much better. And we've mounted on this this one piece here, just a dry mount, nothing on it. Just use the screws from pontoonstuff.com. Everything's lining up beautifully. It's all loose though, but for now we're good. We were just checking how it lined up, so I got to do some straightening out here of these panels. Must have got bent in the dock or wherever, you know, it just happens. It's a boat. So yeah, we're looking good so far. A lot of work, doesn't look like much, but it was a ton of work, and it's the little things that take the longest. So yeah, I'm excited to see it basically come to life, and to get this horrible garage sorted out. Oh my goodness, look how horrible this looks. It's terrible, just furniture everywhere. Literally wherever there's a place, there's furniture. So I'm ready to get the car parked in here again, and yeah, it's gonna look good. The fencing came. Pontoonstuff.com helped out there with the fencing, sent me a bunch of fencing to put on. So pleased to be working with those folks, and it's beautiful. I'll post a couple pictures or video a little bit later. For now, this is how far we've got, and yeah, can't wait for the layout. See if I can find the layout here. Where did I put it? Oop. So we spotted a lovely crack here. I'm gonna have to get somebody to come out and weld. It goes all the way up to here, but I think they'll be able to get access once the deck's on. I'm not gonna wait for that. Famous last words. And this one looks like it's been welded previously. These are the things you don't see when you purchase a used pontoon boat. It's over here too, but I think it's all very manageable. It's gonna be great.
this is the floor plan that I've been working to, and really the goal of what I want the boat to look like. So you can see I've chosen an L shape at the back, and then some bench seating at the front with 36-inch radiuses, corners in the front of the boat. I worked with Travis at pontoonstuff.com to figure out how we're going to do this fencing, because the sizes needed to line up, and they have only got a couple different size panels, so they were very gracious in going through. It must have been 4 or 5 different designs until I was pleased with the one that we settled on. And now it's time to put everything onto the boat and mock it up before I put the vinyl flooring on. There really isn't much turning back here. One of the crucial dimensions is at the back of the boat. I need enough space to be able to put a fuel tank on the back port side, so there really isn't much wiggle room as far as gaining inches or losing inches when it comes to the fencing. So hopefully it all works out. Pretty sure the measurements that they gave us were accurate, and yeah, now we're gonna mock it up.
Alright, so I've mocked up the fencing and it really is beautiful. Guys from Pontoon Stuff just outdid themselves. See over here, it's a nice little design over there. And if we go up the stairs, let's see if I can get up here without falling. There we go. Excuse the wind. Here's how the seats are going to be. Console over there. Got a little gap over here, which I'm going to take this extra piece of fencing that I had and put that in there and then cut that off. And from this side, it's going to look like that. I think it'll look nice. A fuel tank's going to go over there. And then this is going to open up here. And this might adjust a little bit. Might come in a bit further, depending on the gaps by the hinges over here. And it's really windy day today. Everything's blowing around. But yeah, it's looking really beautiful for now. So let's go with this. Captain's chair over here. Open space over here. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm about to sand the deck here, and you can see I've put filler, some wood filler, basically in the area where there's going to be foot traffic. So I haven't really bothered where there's going to be seats. Put a little line there. I don't even know if you can see it, but there's a little line there. It's just a Sharpie. I've got to hit all these spots with the belt sander real quick, and then I'm gonna blow it off with the leaf blower, and I'm going to put vinyl flooring on. Pretty exciting. This part was really challenging, especially doing it by myself. So first I had to get the roll of vinyl down the right way around, and then I started to glue down the one side. It was very windy and the glue was hardening pretty quickly. So did the one side, pressed it down with a roller and a cutting board, and did the other side and pressed that down. Luckily it went very smoothly, but absolutely exhausting. Be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, hit the like button and the notification bell so that when I drop new content you'll be notified. And that's the finished result. Looks really beautiful. It's really soft to walk on. Next step is getting the furniture on and running the speaker cables, lighting, all that stuff, and then should be ready to roll.